One thing that I'm really passionate about, and something that really frustrates me at times, is when we learn something new. We might go on some training, we might spend a day focusing on a particular topic, and then we go away and do things exactly how we've always done it, and we don't apply our learning, and so consequently it doesn't add us any value, it doesn't give us any benefit from the time that we spent or the money that we've spent on learning that new skill, and it doesn't benefit anybody, you or the other people or the business, from just rattling around in your own brain. And it's the old saying, isn't it? If you don't use it, you lose it. And often when I speak to somebody about a particular skill, they might say, "Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, that makes sense." Or, "Oh yeah, I think I heard that somewhere. Or I read that somewhere." Well, then why are we not using it? Why are we not actually putting it into practice? And I say to people that it is about practicing. You cannot go on a training and just sign a piece of paper and then go back and assume that you know everything or that you can easily do it, because unfortunately we just don't work that way. If you think back to when you were little and you learnt to ride a bike, or you learnt to swim, or you learnt to tie your shoelaces for the first time, or read a book, you didn't just get pushed into a room and sit down for a day and they say, "You know what, you're going to be able to ride this bike. This is the bike, this is how it works, and once you've signed on this piece of paper and you've attended this day, you'll be able to do it." Fantastic, off you go. That isn't how it went at all. If you were anything like me or my children, you went and you looked at the bike, or you saw the people riding the bike, and so you understand roughly what you had to do, and then you got on the bike and you had a go and you fell off, and you got up and you tried again, and you kept trying until that day when your mum or your dad or whoever stops holding on the back of your seat, and you realise that actually you're flying solo and that they've been stood, half a mile back for ages, just waving and screaming and jumping up and down, and you go, "Oh my God, I'm doing it," and how fantastic that feels. So for a while you had a bit of coaching and you had a bit of support, but then all of a sudden you were doing it, and you were doing it on your own. When you're learning something new, it's exactly the same. You need some support, you need some coaching as you go along, but you need to practice it. So next time you learn something, go and put it into practice straight away. Think of at least 3 things that you can do differently, and put it into practice, and keep practicing, practice until you're flying solo.